Your baby has been awake for 2 hours. You've fed, rocked, shushed, walked, and tried everything, and they're still not sleeping. Most parents assume something is wrong, something they're doing. But in most cases, the problem isn't what you're doing, it's what you don't yet know about how infant sleep actually works. Baby sleep follows different rules, different rhythms, and different biological logic than adult sleep. Once you understand that logic, the nights get more predictable and you stop fighting your baby's biology without knowing it. In this video, you'll learn how infant sleep works, how much sleep your baby needs by age, how to read sleep signals, how to build a sleep environment and a bedtime routine, what sleep regressions are, how to keep your baby safe during sleep, and when to call a professional. If this channel is new to you, subscribe. We publish new videos every week on infant development and behavior based on current scientific evidence. Number 1. How infant sleep works. Newborns spend approximately 50% of their sleep time in active sleep, what adults know as REM. Adults spend only about 20%. That difference is not accidental. REM sleep in infants is a construction period for the brain. Neural pathways for language, motor skills, and emotional regulation are being built during those hours. This is why a sleeping baby twitches, grimaces, makes sounds, and briefly opens their eyes. That's active sleep. It is not waking up. Many parents respond to these movements by picking the baby up, which does wake them fully and creates a cycle that's hard to break. Infant sleep cycles are also much shorter than adult ones, roughly 40 to 50 minutes in the early months. At the end of each cycle, babies naturally stir before entering the next one. Waiting a few seconds before intervening gives many babies the chance to settle back on their own. This single adjustment changes a lot. Number 2. How much sleep your baby actually needs. From birth to 2 months, 14 to 17 hours of total sleep across the full day, distributed in short periods with no consistent pattern. No schedule is biologically possible at this age. The circadian rhythm hasn't formed yet. From 2 to 4 months, 14 to 16 hours, the circadian rhythm begins to develop. Nighttime sleep starts to consolidate. From 4 to 6 months, 14 to 15 hours. Many babies begin sleeping a stretch of 6 to 8 hours at night. Naps typically stabilize at 3 per day. From 6 to 9 months, around 14 hours. Night sleep extends further, 2 to 3 naps. From 9 to 12 months, 12 to 14 hours. 2 naps remain common. One clarification, these are total sleep hours across 24 hours, not just nighttime. Daytime naps count. Evaluating nighttime sleep in isolation leads to unnecessary concern. Number 3. Sleep windows. As a baby is awake, a chemical called adenosine builds up in the brain and creates sleep pressure, the biological drive to sleep. When that pressure reaches the right threshold, the conditions for sleep onset are optimal. That threshold defines the sleep window. Put the baby down before the window opens and they'll resist sleep. Keep them up past it and the stress hormone cortisol kicks in to keep them alert. That's the overtired state. An overtired baby doesn't fall asleep more easily. They fall asleep harder, wake more often, and wake earlier. Age-appropriate wake windows, the time a baby can comfortably stay awake between sleeps, are the practical tool for hitting the window before it closes. From birth to 2 months, 45 minutes to 1 hour. From 2 to 4 months, 1 to 1.5 hours. From 4 to 6 months, 1.5 to 2 hours. From 6 to 9 months, 2 to 3 hours. From 9 to 12 months, 3 to 4 hours. Use these as a starting framework while learning your own baby's cues. Number 4. Reading sleep signals. Wake windows give you a time range. Your baby's signals give you the precise moment within that range. Early signals appear when sleep pressure is building toward the optimal level. The baby becomes slightly less engaged. Eye contact gets shorter, they may turn their head away from stimulation or give a single quiet yawn. Facial muscle tone softens. These are the signals to act on. When you see them, the transition to sleep should start now, not in 10 more minutes. Late signals mean the window has already closed. Intense eye rubbing, ear pulling, back arching, sharp, inconsolable crying, or a sudden burst of frenetic energy. That second wind means cortisol is already circulating. Sleep is still necessary, but it will require more effort and may not be as restorative. The second wind deserves specific attention. When a visibly tired baby suddenly seems alert and energetic again, many parents assume they've recovered. That energy is cortisol. The baby is not less tired. They've been mobilized past their sleep window. Number 5. Sleep environment. Light is the most powerful regulator of the circadian rhythm. From around 3 months onward, consistent light and dark cues actively shape when the brain expects to be awake and when it expects to sleep. For nighttime sleep, the room should be as dark as possible, full blackout. During nighttime feeds or diaper changes, use the dimmest light you can manage. Bright light at night signals the brain it's time to be awake. Temperature should be between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. To check if your baby is too warm, feel the back of their neck or chest, not their hands or feet, which are naturally cooler. White noise supports sleep by masking unpredictable sound spikes and creating a stable auditory environment the brain associates with rest. Place the device at least 7 feet from the crib, at a volume no louder than roughly 65 decibels, about the volume of a normal conversation. Number 6. The bedtime routine. A bedtime routine is a biological trigger system. A consistent sequence of events that always precedes sleep teaches the brain to begin down-regulating before the baby is even in the crib. The specific activities matter less than their consistency. An effective routine is 15 to 30 minutes long, moves from higher to lower stimulation, and happens at roughly the same time each night, within a 30-minute window. Common elements that work well: a brief warm bath, which produces a drop in core body temperature afterward that biologically supports sleep onset, a calm, quiet feed in dim light, and a short, predictable sequence in the darkened sleep space. The same order, every night. On feeding to sleep, it is not harmful, but if a baby who falls asleep nursing or bottle feeding wakes between cycles and cannot settle without feeding again, the feed has become a sleep onset condition they can't replicate alone. Beginning to put the baby down drowsy but not fully asleep is a gradual shift that can be introduced at any point the parent is ready. Number 7. Sleep regressions. A sleep regression is a period of disrupted sleep in a baby who was previously sleeping well, with no illness or environmental change to explain it. The disruption typically means more night wakings, shorter naps, and more difficulty falling asleep. The word regression is misleading. The disruption is usually a sign of rapid brain development, not something going wrong. The 4-month regression is the most significant. Around this age, infant sleep architecture permanently reorganizes, shifting from a 2-stage system toward the multi-stage structure that resembles adult sleep. Babies who were sleeping long stretches before 4 months often begin waking more frequently after, because the new structure includes more transitions through lighter stages. Other common windows: 8 to 10 months, tied to major motor and cognitive development; 12 months, linked to language and mobility; around 18 months, associated with separation anxiety. The practical response to any regression is the same: maintain the routine, maintain the environment, maintain the wake windows, and wait. Families who abandon their routines during regressions typically find the disruption lasts longer and rebuilding takes more effort. Number 8. Safe sleep. The back position is the only recommended sleep position for every sleep, every time, until the baby can roll independently in both directions. Side sleeping is not a safe alternative. Stomach sleeping significantly increases risk. The sleep surface must be firm and flat, a crib, bassinet, or play yard with a firm mattress and a fitted sheet only. No pillows, no blankets, no bumper pads, no stuffed animals, no positioning devices. None of these provide a safety benefit, and all of them introduce suffocation risk. Room sharing, the baby's crib in the parent's bedroom, is recommended for at least the first 6 months. Room sharing is associated with reduced risk of sudden infant death. Bed sharing is not the same as room sharing and carries substantially higher risk, particularly with soft bedding, a tired adult, or an adult who smokes. Room temperature between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit, with the baby dressed appropriately for that temperature, removes the need for a blanket entirely. Number 9. When to seek professional help. Habitual loud snoring, snoring with pauses in breathing, or labored breathing during sleep are not normal and warrant a pediatric evaluation. Extreme difficulty with sleep onset across all settings, all caregivers, and all conditions, consistently, over weeks, may warrant evaluation for sensory or developmental factors. A sudden, significant change in sleep that persists beyond 3 to 4 weeks, especially alongside changes in feeding, weight gain, or daytime behavior, warrants evaluation. Excessive sleepiness. A baby who is consistently hard to arouse, sleeps far above the age-appropriate range, or shows reduced alertness when awake, warrants evaluation. And if your baby's sleep situation is affecting your mental health or your ability to function, that is sufficient reason to reach out. You don't need a clinical diagnosis to ask for help. Parental sleep deprivation is a documented physiological stressor. A pediatrician, a pediatric sleep consultant, or a maternal mental health professional are all appropriate starting points. Infant sleep is not a problem to be solved, it is a process to be understood. When you know how your baby's sleep works, the cycles, the windows, the signals, you stop fighting it and start working with it. The free guide in the description covers developmental milestones across the full first year, including what to expect from sleep, behavior, and motor development in each phase, and when to seek professional guidance. Download it and keep it close. The next video covers the 5 types of baby crying and what each one actually means, including the ones parents most commonly misread. Watch it next.